It is time to replace this bed cover. Got some dents, dings. I've had to patch a hole here. This is aluminum. And it's got scratches. And biggest thing, there are no latches in the rear. They were missing when I got it. And so it doesn't lock. So I'd like to be able to put stuff in there and lock it up. Not that I haul a lot of stuff in there that I need to lock up, but it would be nice to have the option. So here we go. All right, so now that we have the old one off, let's get this open. Oh, man. So the purpose of this front seal this plastic side thing, whatever you call that, is higher than the middle. So you have to have something to make up the difference. So let's get this put on. You want to butt this up right against the edge. Let me double check the instructions real quick. So basically what I was feeling, at the front part where this is going to line up, there's a rubber gasket on the cover, and by the directions this goes towards the rear. So I'm going to butt that up really tight next to the plastic. And when you're installing long stuff like this, you're better off just taking a strip like that instead of trying to line it up. You know, on a short stretch. Take a big bite of it and just go. So we are at the end of the rope, aka the seal. So I'm going to trim this. I'm going to trim it a little long and tuck that up against that edge. Okay, so now you can see why I was cleaning things. All right. Is it straight? Nope. We're close though. Okay, so I've kind of got this in place. It took me quite a bit of time to get this straight. I had to really pay attention to this front, the distance up front, because a little bit of distance off up here equals a lot of distance off back there. So I spent quite a bit of time, and I didn't film that part because it's pretty boring, right? So I have the front latches installed. That's going to be 4 of these. They include an extra and this little Allen wrench. Okay, so that's going to be your front latches. They only go on one way, and your open slot needs to be facing up. So if we move inside, I do have the front retainers in place. So that's how they go. It hooks up under the lip of the bed. You tighten the big wing nut, or the big wing nut, I guess. Then the smaller wing nut in the parts is going to act kind of like a lock nut to keep that from coming loose. So that's what that does. So that's how that looks up front there. And that's going to be the retainers just to hold this in place up front. Next, we're going to move on to the latches, which are going to screw on right there. Okay, so moving back over to the workbench, again, these are the extra parts. You have an extra T-bolt, extra strap, like a luggage connector type thing. These are locks for your latches. When you have those latched, you put these in. That's going to be explained in the instructions. We have 2 of these rubber retainers for the latches. I'll put those in, and then 4 latches. We'll show how to put those on. So that's going to cover the hardware. There's not really a lot of hardware to it. Once you dive into it, it's really pretty simple. All right, so the next pieces, we've already put a couple of these in. These rubber pieces are going to be shipped loose, and these are the retainers. When you have these folded over, that's going to hold that in place. So let's try to work this in this slot, just like that. So you'll see a notch here that just kind of works in that slot, just like that. Well, I say just like that. There we go. Okay, so this one's a little counterintuitive because you're looking at it from the bottom, but basically you're going to take this and thread it into this piece, which I need to move this, or I need to turn this inner piece. Not quite lined up. Okay, so this is going to come in like that. You're going to see that silver piece in the middle, and just thread it on. So leave some slack. See how that works? So this is going to be loose, and when you tighten it up, it's going to pull this to the truck bed and tighten it up. That's how that works. All right, we're going to do the other side and wrap it up. All right, so Ryan is putting on the other latch. So let's put this down. I'll show you how this works. So when you have this in cargo mode, that locks your latch into place. Okay, so here we are at the rear. This cargo tie down, I had to turn that vertical to clear that handle on both sides. So anyway, this is how it works. That's loose. Pull that in, and that's tight. Very easy job, not difficult at all, and we're very happy.